I'll do a poem here. I'm going to do this one with music, so give me a second to get set up. A love poem. Know me. Could you put a handle on it? Know me. If I'd write for you a sonnet? Know me. If I'd sign my name upon it? Would you know me in this moment that we love? Kiss me. And I'll know that it's okay. Kiss me in that very special way. Kiss me. Could you kiss like that all day? Would you kiss me in this moment that we love? Take me with 1,000 moonlit kisses. Take me. You know, Cupid never misses. Take me. And I'll fulfill all your wishes. Would you take me in this moment that we love? Show me all the things in life that move you. Show me all the music that you groove to. Show me. Could you paint it in deep blue? Would you show me in this moment that we love? Thrill me like only you can do. Thrill me, and I'll likely thrill you too. Thrill me. Make me tingle through and through. Would you thrill me in this moment that we love? Hold me just as close as you can get. Hold me. And I know I'll make you out. Hold me till our love makes us both sweat. Would you hold me in this moment that we love? Tell me that our love will last forever. Tell me we can stand the stormy weather. Tell me, yes, it's you and me together. Would you tell me in this moment that we love? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, right now we're going to bring you some of the Young Poets of Eugene, including myself. I call us Young Poets of Eugene because we are a tribe. We are not all young, but we are all young at heart, with the youthful exuberance of enthusiasm and inspiration shining through in our words. We are young, we are old, we are wise, we are foolish. We are soft and fuzzy, and we are hard as nails, just like you. We are here to present our poetry to you, and once we do, then it becomes yours, to feel and do with as you will. We are the Young Poets of Eugene, so here we go. Right now I'm going to do a political poem for you, which a theme of the 60s, and with my two friends Andrew and Jeremy accompanying me on drums. Trying to anyway. I fight for what is not left. I fight for what went long ago. The smiling faces, flowers, long hair, and bell-bottoms of you. Now only a faded view left forgotten in the memories of new wars, new scores, new reasons to be afraid. By the many, the masses, no longer aware how it could have been had we just not given in to the many-numbered royalties, the commercialism cash cow, the callous concern of corporate bottom lining, until we're all just scared for our jobs. No longer able to see the possibility that was at our fingertips. If only we could have held on a little longer, persevered a little stronger, not been in such a drug-induced haze. Oh, the ways of the world, the wonder now gone, replaced by hunger, the mad plans of melancholy mentioned in passing, the last seen signals of the 60s. Do you remember when peace, love, and brotherhood were the current topics of discourse? Do you remember when government regulation was strong enough that air pollution standards created cleaner air and the big banks at Wall Street operated with public scrutiny? Do you remember when aerosol cans started disappearing from store shelves, replaced by pump sprays? Do you remember why? Do you remember truth in advertising? Do you remember the fairness doctrine, when opposing political views had equal airtime by law? Do you remember when telephone companies, public utilities, television, media, airlines, health insurance, and banks were not mega monopoly corporations, and monopolies were broken up by our government? Do you remember when the Supreme Court was fair and balanced, and politicians of opposing parties actually worked together? Do you remember when big money didn't buy up all of government? Do you remember when public education was important, reliable, affordable, and funded? Do you remember when teachers, firemen, and police officers were important jobs with public support for fair wages and benefits? Do you remember when the average American family could afford a house, a car, and a college education for their children? Do you remember make love, not war? The 1960s was a paradigm shift, at least. A brief moment of truth. A glimpse of the golden age, the future that could be, if peace, love, and brotherhood really reigned in the world. In the 60s, we saw that the evolution of the human spirit was possible. We saw that living in harmony with our fellow man and Mother Nature was doable. But when you look around now, it appears like we have forgotten all of that. I fight for what is not left. I fight for what went long ago. The smiling faces, flowers, long hair, and bell-bottoms of you. Thank you. Okay, by popular request of my young poet friends, I'm going to do my epic science fiction poem. No drums. I got to set up the music for this, so it'll take me 1 second. This is called The Blaster. You bathe in the depths of the sea as the blaster plays his reverie. deeper and deeper you go, to escape the sound of a drowning planet. Forever holding your breath, great upheavals seem so near. Are you a dreamer? Is this your own world? You can't even remember how you got here, but the changes you are experiencing seem so real. The coolness of the water, the shortness of your breath, the tears you've cried forevermore in this never-ending death. Has the bringer of false promises finally stumbled? How many ideas with strong foundations have crumbled? But no outward appearances seem familiar here, except for the sound of the blaster. Does you remember where it's taken him? The music that is his master. And the blaster plays disaster music. Life after the Holocaust. The blaster plays disaster music. Life after time stood still. Sinking deeper, you try to hold fast to the truth. You think about what you would say if you could speak to this world. Are you open to the unfamiliar? Don't you know that everything changes? The only thing that remains unchanged is God. Myriad opportunities called you, but the goal was beyond your grasp. For you have forgotten how to learn. And now the price of wisdom is death and resurrection. Is this a dirty trick someone has played on you? Maybe you're lost in virtual reality, but it seems so true. And on a clear day, you can see forever. Whose life is this anyway? You approach a house to get a better view. And you see candelabras like diamonds shimmering through the windows. Coals, the color of Mars, glow in the fireplace. Stairways to forever reveal multi-layered cubicles. And the ceiling disappears into the stars. But then the blaster plays disaster music. Life after apocalypse. Introspective guitar riffs. Sparks thrown in the air. The blaster plays disaster music. Life after apocalypse. Introspective guitar riffs. Travel on and on. The cold wind blows, takes you where it will, turns you like a windmill. But only your word travels really break away from gravity. Can't live in this cubicle no more. The earth is my home. Got to stomp on the terra. Gotta roam. But you can use me to spread some energy. Am I the blaster? The blaster plays disaster music. Life after apocalypse. Introspective guitar riffs. Sparks thrown in the air. The blaster plays disaster music. Life after apocalypse. Introspective guitar riffs. Travel on and on. And on and on and on. And on. And on. And on. And on. Thank you. The blaster. Okay, I'm going to do one from one of my books. No, I'm going to do my own drum. All right, let's see. Okay. This is the title poem from my book Ragweed, and it's for sale right over there for $8. My stuff is rough. It's bare bones. I hate to answer telephones. I want to look you in the eyes when we speak. But it ain't no use in this fast-paced world to ride a horse or court a girl. If you take your time to get there, she's just moved on. And what becomes of the alley cat on the night of the hard-driving rain, when the lightning speaks loud and everyone crowds in the shelter of warm window panes? I live my life in a pot-bellied stove. I'm an oak tree with ages to tell. I'm the earthquake commander, a green salamander, a salesman with nothing to sell. But did you see me on the night of the new, when everything changed in an instant? The air was so clean and the grass was so green that a new age did not seem so distant. In the quiet, an angel calls, awakened by the engine stalls of the inner city, pondering its sleep. The dream is a draftsman, a hill-dwelling craftsman, a step in a puddle on the road to forever, and life is a boat in a great castle moat. We all circle, yet must row together. Now is then, and yesterday's tomorrow. But how can we live it like we mean it, when we're running so fast that the race cannot last, and the space in between lies unseen? Or is that to lay in a meadow and ponder the meaning of the wild blue yonder, the stars at night, or a daffodil. The momentum is great as it rolls down the hill of imagination gone to seed. I'm a ragweed. Why do I feel so safe in the rain and long to sit behind waterfalls? I gaze at blue crystal, I tell tattered tales, and listen when eternity calls. Maybe this just goes on and on, or maybe the hunger can't fathom the dawn. It's the spark in the dark behind your eyes when you sleep just a moment, and then it is gone, and you weep. Sheltering skies pour forth from your eyes and germinate the seed of my fast-growing need. I'm a ragweed. Yes, I'm a ragweed. Thank you. As I was saying, and we, the Young Poets of Eugene, are back to entertain you one more time. And we've had a great time at the festival. We hope you have. And you're such an awesome audience. Look at you. Come one, come all, come see the Young Poets of Eugene. We are here to entertain you. Hey, they heard us. They turned around.
Hey, you got to get going.
Okay, so we're going to entertain you with a little poetry. I'm going to do one of my earlier poems. Somebody move that back. Thanks. Okay, this is a poem that I wrote back in the 60s, believe it or not, when my first son was born. And this is a political poem, and I'd like to do it in honor of the current struggle for gun control and gun violence in our country. And my feeling about that issue is, as long as the United States is intent on continuing in this violent, unevolved mindset, I will continue to perform this poem. I wrote this poem back in the 60s, right after my first son was born. The Vietnam War was in full force. Bobby Kennedy and Martin Luther King had just been assassinated, and gun control legislation was in the forefront of politics, just as it is today. Also, when I was still living in Los Angeles, I used to read this poem every year on the anniversary of John Lennon's death at the candlelight vigil held at his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. This is my anti-war and anti-gun poem from 1969, Little Toy Gun. I gave you my name, and you gave me a son. He's starting to walk. I can't wait till he'll run. We'll ride him on ponies. He'll have lots of fun, but don't ever give him a little toy gun. He'll go around shooting you, me, and a friend, but it won't be a toy gun he'll use in the end. He'll find him a real one in the armed forces. I don't want my son taking mass murder courses. So buy him creative things, not for impression. Let him develop his own self-expression. Expression is freedom, but don't get me wrong. I may not be free yet, but I'm getting strong. I have understanding of my own hang-ups. I need understanding so I can be free. And then when our son needs someone to confide in, he always can come to you, babe, or to me. Yes, I gave you my name, and you gave me a son. He's starting to rock. I can't wait till he'll run. We'll ride him on ponies. He'll have lots of fun. But don't ever give him a little toy gun. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.